Frances Willard is a person who brought the involvement of women in and through the Methodist Church very much into the foreground.
Church historians have called this red-headed reformer the most widely known and loved Methodist woman since Susanna Wesley. In the late 1800s, Frances Willard was a professor and dean of women at a time few females went to college. But she may be best remembered for her 19 years as president of the Women's Christian Temperance Union in the U.S., which sought to ban the sale of alcohol.
Oh, the bluest big horse is coming down the road, floating around old Elizabeth below.
Willard saw men as the victims of the temptation of liquor, but believed the ultimate victims were women and children.
They weren't concerned about abstinence from alcohol for abstinence sake. They saw that the church had a message to proclaim to people that mothers and women needed to speak up about because of how social conditions in that time were really ruining people's lives. We remember Frances Willard only as a great temperance worker, would be remembered for a saying like, "Lips that touch liquor will never touch mine." I think that really minimizes the extent of what Frances Willard and other women like her in that period of time were concerned about.
The Temperance Union became the largest women's organization in the U.S. 150,000 members strong, the association moved beyond prohibition to argue for an 8-hour workday, raise the age of consent for girls, and secure the right of women to vote. In the Methodist Church, Willard also pushed the envelope.
She was actually originally elected to General Conference before women could be elected. They had made plans to see if General Conference would seat them.
Willard didn't get to challenge General Conference that year. She was called home to care for her mother. Never married, she traveled extensively in her work.
She had a small desk. We think of a laptop computer nowadays. She had like the original laptop. When the train would get to a train station, if she needed to send off a telegram, she would jump off the train, quickly give the paper to the telegraph operator, and then get back on and continue on to her next destination.
Willard wrote several books, including one on learning to ride a bike after age 50.
She says learning to ride a bicycle is a whole lot like learning to live life. You've got to keep it pointed in the right direction, and every now and then you've got to give it a little kick with your feet as you're pedaling. Otherwise, the wheel will wobble and you'll fall off in the ditch.
Willard remained president of the Temperance Union until her death in 1898. Although she did not live to see it, her influence helped secure the passage of the 18th and 19th Amendments, prohibition, and women's suffrage. This faithful Methodist was the first woman honored with a place in the National Statuary Hall of the U.S. Capitol, setting her legacy in stone for future generations.
Frances Willard embodies that Wesleyan sense of practical divinity, that you just don't go to church to hear a religious message, but the religious message you hear changes not only your life, but changes the life of the world around you.
This video was brought to you by the people of the United Methodist Church through World Service donations.